We're live.
Welcome to spring 2021. We're here with myself, Kenny Kirkwood, and I can't see anybody. I don't know who's out there. It's like playing for real on stage when the lights are so bright. You're just kind of playing to the dark sky. So welcome to my first live performance. Big thanks. Shout out to Jenna, who's my fearless techie. Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. I'm going to do this, and we'll share the screen for a second.
So
This.
I invite you to comment in the chat post if you feel comfortable introducing yourself, and you're welcome to share what region of the planet you're from. And if you're in Canada and you know your treaty, what the heck, you can sign that up, share that if you want. But we're gonna have a lot of fun today. It's been a long time since we've any of us have had a chance to play as performers, and this is a real honor, to make the leap over the chasm from real life to reality life. I mean, from real life to virtual reality life.
Hey, Kenny. Tim Posgate says hello. Hi, Kenny.
Hey, Tim Posgate. It's amazing.
And Daniel Howlett says, hey, Kenny.
Oh, yeah, Daniel. Oh, that's awesome. How's the West Coast? That's awesome. Okay.
We're sharing this great website here, nativeland.ca, if anybody's unsure and wants to check it out and do some exploration. I think it's worldwide if you want to see. Oh, you got lots of comments here if you want to see Kenny Lawrence.
Yeah, okay.
KL.
So I got my page up now on my other screen. So yeah, look at everybody. Holy smokes. Lorena, wow, Daniel Howlett, Tim Fosgate is awesome. Amanda, good to see you. Lisa Bacody, oh my God, my singer-songwriter friends, family. Whoa, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's cool. Yeah, come on in, everybody. We're just gathering while we I'd like to thank my opening band, Take Six. Or is it Manhattan Transfer? Yeah, so and yeah, we're just giving people a few minutes to come in, and we're gonna start with an opening around I don't know, a couple minutes. And
hey, did everybody
Julie
check out
Martin,
Kenny's
bonjour,
song?
mademoiselle, madame et monsieur. Voilà, c'est ça. Mes amis d'Ontario, de Québec, de Montréal, du France, de toutes sortes de gens est ici. Miigwech, aloha. Kia ora to all any Maori friends out there. Guten Tag, gute Nacht. To Billy, we'd like to welcome Billy in spirit to the room. Sehr gut, yeah. And Ani, Tanse, Wache, Bojo. And this is awesome. Is it better that I'm looking at the camera here? Because I'm like addicted to just reading everyone's. Oh wow, Rodrigo. Hola, Cantal. Hola, Cantal. This is amazing. Tudo bem. And my friend's mic is a bit. Tim says my friend's mic is a bit too hot.
Yes, I see that. Is that better?
Jana's?
Is that better now?
How's that, Tim?
Testing. Tim.
Mm-hmm.
It's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Did everybody check out Kenny's new single that came out today? Let's Turn the World Around. I put the link in the chat to the Bandcamp if anybody would like to purchase the single. It's pay what you can.
Shoot this over here. Thanks for our patience, guys. We're just working out all our tech screens and stuff for the first, my first like virtual performance, I guess, really, doing my own stuff. So welcome.
Did you have a chance to share it to your Facebook page, Kenny?
No, I didn't yet.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, how does that happen again?
So go to your artist page,
Yeah.
and then on the live stream, click share, and then share now.
Okay, so I'm on the artist page and I click share. The three dots. Oh no, that's a different video.
You can just click share now public. That'll do it for you.
Oh, at the bottom, yeah, share. Okay.
Make sure you have toggle to your personal.
To the personal one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, guys, can I pitch? Can I give you a plug, Jenna?
Sure.
Jenna is my social media manager, instructor. Really, she's amazing on social media, and she does help people out like me with actually teaching us to take it into our own hands. So really, thanks, Big Chi Miigwech, for that.
Thanks,
And so I'm
Kenny.
sharing this to my friends or to my story.
Yeah, just share,
More options.
share to
Share to
your,
news feed.
yeah, share to newsfeed. You got it. There you go.
Okay, and it's done. Okay. Okay, we're done and we're posted. Okay, so let's do some stuff because time's ticking and an hour goes by fast. So, okay, we'll get rid of the Manhattan. A big hand for the opening band, the Manhattan Transfer. Thank you. And I'd like to welcome in, let's welcome in Elaine Lee, our first guest. She's Elaine Lee. Are you there?
I
I've
am
invited my
here.
friend Elaine Lee to come in and do an opening and just acknowledge, where, a friend of mine who I met in Hamilton, who's here to help us out with a good sort of community, sacred smudge here. So participate as you like at home. It's a nice chance to relax. Sitting tall, just taking some breaths as we prepare ourselves, like to just connect and communicate through vibration and music this coming hour. So just taking some nice
Um,
deep breaths. Go ahead. Welcome, Elaine.
Thank you so much, Kenny. Oni bonjour, sego scano. Tansi, hello. Bonjour. My linguistics aren't as great as Kenny's. Waskani gishgad indishnakas makododum Hamilton domjaba Anishinaabe kwe. So I want to welcome everybody to Kenny's live stream performance, and I want to start us off in a good way. And in the words that I first learned, Kajimi Gwach Kajimnado, Kajimi Gwach Mishomsag, Wabanong, Jawanong, Epigishmak Minwagi Wednong, Kajimi Gwach Kajimnado, Wabamishnein, Viji Ishnein, Nundu Ishnein, Miigwech, Miigwech, Miigwech. And then in English, in the words that my Mohawk grandmothers gave me, I want to take a moment to thank all the people who are here for your open hearts and open minds and being of a good mind. I want to thank everything in creation, from our mother, the earth, to the waters, our mother's lifeblood, to the plants and animals and the birds that fly and the medicine plants and the trees, the stars that guide us at night, the moon, the sun, and our creator. Kajimi Gwech. So I want to also thank Kenny for having this opportunity to come and open. And one of the nicest things that I heard recently from Tom Porter was we need to take the time to appreciate everything, be grateful, show our gratitude and thanks, because everything in life comes to us with that one very important piece on a daily basis to give gratitude and thanks. And I really appreciate Kenny inviting me here to share those words, and those were the ones that came to me. Kajimi Kwech. So what I'm burning in the smudge bowl is something called bear root. It helps to calm and to open our minds. So enjoy your evening, Miigwech.
I think Kenny's maybe setting something up. Thank you so much, Elaine.
Jimmy Quetch, thank you for that.
You're most welcome.
Elaine, that was beautiful. It's probably been about a dozen years since I've started a practice of smudging, and it's really true for me what they say about the that sage, the smoke from the sage, it really does have a cellular transformation or a sense. It seems to alert senses in the cells that maybe weren't as alert before. So I definitely find it's a great regular practice.
Mhm. There's multiple things we can smudge with, and the sage is amazing. Bear root is amazing for our creativity, as is the sweetgrass, particularly for our male friends here.
Yeah.
So those medicines are here with you, and I'm going to burn them until you're finished your live stream.
Okay. Thank you,
Mhm.
Chimiquach. So just formally, then, we've posted links to your organization,
Great.
Edouard
Thought about
Desnay,
them.
and I've really enjoyed doing workshops with you over the last few years that I've been in Hamilton, and it's very powerful, important work. So thanks for like guiding me on the path, I guess. There's a song I wrote about 10 years ago. A melody went through my head for about 8 years, and then in the last 2 years, all these lyrics started coming to me, and the song's birth or birth in me kind of related to the story of this hand drum that I have. Which paralleled this song over 10 years, and and the lyrics kind of reminded me of the things you're saying about welcoming things coming into your life, right, in a good way.
Mhm.
So yeah, so this is the tune.
Mhm.
Come into life, come and listen to the birds and butterflies. They are singing you a song, flash a color bright. They are dancing, we are dancing all around, all around. Come into life, come and listen to the birds and butterflies. They are singing you a song, flash a color bright. They are dancing, we are dancing all around, all around, all around, all around, all around. Dum 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 dum. Yeah. Come into life, come and listen to the birds and butterflies. They are singing you a song, a flash of color bright. They are dancing, we are dancing all around, all around, all around, all around, all around, all around, all around. Yeah. So it's a little round dance, that kind of circles around. And it's when I started learning about the round dance, it's I understand it as a friendship dance that originated in the center of Turtle Island,
Mhm.
and sort of from the prairies area, the plains, indigenous nations, and that message of the friendship dance was vision to
Mhm.
prophecy to be propagated out from the center of the turtle's back and kind of wash over the whole continent, hopefully, of Turtle Island. So very, very Chimiquach, thanks for listening to that tune.
Mhm. That was beautiful, Kenny.
The logo on it, thank you, Elaine. And the logo on this drum is actually the logo we've chosen for the album project this year, which is called Debwewin. And do you want to share your understanding of that Anishinaabemowin word,
Um,
and or to do with the teachings of the grandmother moon drum? They're kind of both paths in my life. It's been very cool. What do you know
mhm.
about it?
So Debwewin means that love. And when we talk about our grandmother, the moon, she shows her face 13 times. And the moon is very important to everybody here on Turtle Island. The moon is in charge of all deaths and births. She is also in charge of making sure all of the waters that flow here on Mother Earth flow in a clean and a good, positive way. And so, with that, her responsibility of looking after the tides, and the tides are what turns the water over and creates the waves and the sand in the bottom of lakes and rivers and bodies of water. is what cleans and purifies the waters so that we are able to still drink the water that's here available to us. Um, without the moon helping the water, our water wouldn't be as safe as it is. And in a lot of places, it's a little bit sketch right now because of industry and commercialization and things. So we really have to do what we can to honor the moon and to honor the water that's here, because we're more than 60% water, and nothing on earth can live without the water. And that's why our elders call the water the lifeblood of Mother Earth. And so, yeah, that's a little bit. And so I hope it wasn't too much.
No, that's perfect. The the There was a teaching I heard a lot about regularly, was about thanking the water as a daily practice. You know, just to try an experiment where every time you're drinking or washing or using water, cooking with it, that you talk to it the way that some people have feel that talking to plants and communicating with them helps them grow. In fact, people who have that nature intelligence, kind of they know for sure.
Mhm.
Right. So each one of us, I find, has different senses and sensory arrays and sensibilities that, it's really important to, I found as a musician and as a queer person in my life too, that understanding what things we're, we are sensitive to is an asset. If we're going to really build an array of communities that is, affirming and supportive and constructive together, in a sustainable way. It's pretty exciting.
So just a little piece. We talk about the four sacred medicines: the tobacco, sweetgrass, sage, and cedar. But the first medicine that we have is the water. Because when you listen to all of the creation stories, that sky woman or star woman falls into the water, and it's the turtle that rescues her and all the other animals. But that water is the first medicine. We come to the earth when our mother's water breaks and cleans the way for us to be here. And so while we're gestating and or being formed, we're in this sack of sacred water, right? And so really water is the key to a lot of things. And I really like that. I'm reminded daily how healing that water can be. If you're having a bad day, if you go have a shower, it's not just the ionized water that helps
Yeah.
us in our minds and thoughts, but it's actually the water touching our skin. And if we can't have anything else, I like to think that I'm still connected to all those people I can't hug right now because I'm a huggy person.
Hmm.
when
I
I
hear
when
you.
I have a shower, I'm in the water, and that water touches everything. And so I put my thoughts there and send out the love that I have and the hugs that I can't give in that. So just a thought, and I'll stop talking now.
That's cool. That's really cool. I mean, I think my goal for this first release party and is to just sort of set the tone, give the basic outline of what this project is about. Debwewin, talking about one's heart truth and what means what do you have a personal connection to? And for me, that's what these songs represent. And it's wonderful and beautiful to hear your insight and your teachings and perspective on what makes the world go round, water, right? So thank you.
Miigwech.
Yeah, yeah, we'll be in touch, and hopefully we'll have, we'll just continue on this year. My hope is that people in the audience there, if you want to add in the chat, like some of the your feelings on anything we're talking about or different topics that you think would be interesting to do more support work on or community building around, that could be really good, because I think together we can turn the world around. And so we're going to start this the second tune. I'm going to do the single version, an acoustic version of the tune, and then at the end of the stick around for the end, because we're going to show a preview of the almost final sample, I think, of the video for Let's Turn the World Around, which will be released next week. But we have an almost mastered copy, so we're going to do that. Okay, so grab your drums, clear your dance floor, grab your shakers if you want to move around. Here is the rock and roll in tune. We're just going to do a little sound check. How's that? Jennifer, balance, is that good?
Sounds good.
Hey, anybody, any musicians in the comments? Just add your comments if the balance is good. Yeah.
It's a little hot now, Kenny, the keyboard.
How's that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, 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 oh. Hey. I like the way you walk. I like the way you talk. The way you make my dreams come true. I like the way you sing. Come on now, do your thing. Sing it to me that you love me too. I want to get along. Let's spend the day again. Into the stars we'll go and we'll shine.
Turn the keyboard down a bit.
Do you remember us in the clear blue waters on the shores of Lake Huron last summer? Wasn't that such fun? Running for cover under a great oak tree, the thunder rushing into a sugar. Then you held me tight, baby. Let's turn the world around and let's help it live again. All we need is precious time to share some goodwill. When we're walking on the beach, we'll talk about dreams to keep. Then we'll ride the rock and rolling tides rushing in. Hey, thanks, you guys. Wow. That was weird. I could hardly hear the keyboard. Was I even in tune?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sounded good.
That's wild. Well, there's so many people on. Thanks for coming out, you guys. It's awesome. Okay.
Hey
Good morning.
Kenny, would you like to
Hey.
watch that video from Michael Herring?
Yeah, we got a couple of amazing videos sent in just now by Michael Herring, who plays bass on this single, and by Joe Lipinski of Wow Sound St. Catharines, who is the engineer, helped me in this whole recording process, and is co-producer on the Dibwebin project. So, yeah, let's go roll it.
All right, we're gonna start with Michael.
Hey Kenny, congratulations on the release of Let's Turn the World Around. It was such a pleasure to play bass on it. You asked me at the beginning of the pandemic when it was hard to feel like an artist, and it gave me so much meaning to get to play on it. And I love the song, I love the message, I love making the world a more positive place for music, and I'm so glad you're doing that with this music. And it's such a pleasure to get to share that with you, and congratulations on release day.
Woo!
Yeah, right on. Michael's such a sweet guy. And he's an amazing Qigong teacher too. You can find his classes online. He's on Facebook. Yeah. Very
Actually,
cool.
his band, the Uplifters, just came out with a single today too. You should all
Ah,
check it out. It's called You're a
thank you for
Rock.
mentioning
So
that. They're
pretty.
so awesome. Yeah, really
Yeah.
family fun, friendly. It's really great tunes.
All right, let's watch. Let's see what Joe's got to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Lipinski here at WoW Recording Studio, and I am the co-producer on Kenny's uh, wonderful album that's shaping up to be so beautiful and positive and um, dynamic, uh, and I'm really excited about it. And tonight, everyone will get to hear "Let's Turn the World Around," which I think is a perfect single for this collection of music that we're working on. Um, what do I love about this song? Well, it is positive, it is happy, it makes me want to get up and move, and it makes me feel so good when I listen to it, and it makes me think of the people I love and want to be close to, and it makes me think of the people that I want to show kindness to as well. That people who are around us, maybe that we don't even know. But that's a good thing. And Kenny's done such a good job at this and writing such a beautiful song. And well, let's backtrack a little bit. Kenny and I started working. I can't even remember when we started working, Kenny. Oh man, um, a couple years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago. Um, we Kenny gave me a call because my good friend, my brother, Mr. Dave Clark, who is the drummer on this track, uh, told Kenny to give me a call. And so Kenny did. And we started working with each other almost right away. And Kenny would come to the beautiful city of St. Catharines to work. And we'd spend days just recording ideas um, and any and a lot of those recording sessions we'd have some things planned, but we wouldn't plan too deeply, and uh this natural output of creative energy would just happen. um Kenny being extremely talented at his craft, singing, writing, playing reed instruments and drums and piano. It just blew me away. I got to know Kenny um, just working with him on a creative level, and um, we, yeah, we've had a great time working on all these tunes. So Kenny and I. Uh, it's been kind of a bit of a roller coaster, especially these days with the whole COVID business happening, right? A lot of musicians, um, or most musicians, are without a gig, but a lot of musicians I know put their focus on recording at home and setting up some sort of studio space at home so they can do a lot of the work themselves. So that's what we have here on this track. We have um, Kenny and I had done a lot of recording pre-COVID on the main track, and then we farmed out the drums to Dave Clark, and he worked at his studio. And Bond's Cave, I believe, is the name of his studio, to work on his end and lay some drums down. We also got a good friend of mine, Laurel Minnis, to provide some backing vocals on this. So that's the other voice you hear. And she's a powerhouse. If you have not looked her up, please do. Laurel Minnis, her she has a band called Minuscule that you should definitely look up. All women choir group, and it's so much fun. So it was great to get Dave and Laurel on this track, and also Michael Herring on bass, who's uh, I've worked with a lot in the Woodshed Orchestra and through Dave Clark. And what a team, what a band. So creating this band remotely and working with the tracks and the songs remotely um, was, a bit of a learning curve, but we made it happen. And no matter what the quality, no matter what the scenario is technically for these recordings, the soul and the feeling and the vibe is all good and all positive, and that's what you're hearing here. And sonically, everything sounds great. And so, yeah, I've had a great time working with Kenny, and I can't wait for you all to hear more songs on this project. And because it's a really nice range of music. It's really showing off Kenny's talents. And and we've also did a pile of recording of just improvised music, and who knows what will come of all that.
That's
So
gonna get
it's
good.
yeah, it's during some challenging times these days, who could ask for a better song? And one thing I've really enjoyed about Kenny and his style is that it really speaks from the heart. And we've gone for kind of a vibe production wise that's kind of classic sounding. And I think it really suits him. And I really think it suits like if you were to take a Polaroid of him, like that would be the Polaroid texture, the kind of vintage look is I don't know, that comes to mind when I think of Kenny.
Jenna, can you just pause it at this point?
And
Because I think I think I uploaded the long version of this and he sent an
Okay.
edited version. So for the sake of time, I think we should jump back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see and where we at the program here. So thank you very much for those two videos. And we did the Let's Turn the World Around.
Maybe Happier Than the Morning Sun, Kenny?
Yeah, let's do the next tune. So yeah, I started out doing a lot of covers, and a lot of them were influenced by Motown and music of the African diaspora because I had a lot of that music and culture in my life actually. So a lot of the music in Africa that I heard as a kid, traditional and contemporary, was very hopeful. It was really spirited. It was like high life music from Nigeria, is like fast beats and pumping rhythms because music's really a tool for helping energize people. So I try to bring that into my music when I play. So here's one of my childhood heroes, Stevie. How's that volume?
Good. They're asking if you can turn up your mic, Kenny, before you start. Sorry. Or turn down, the mic.
The mic of the voice?
People are asking about mic, talking voice too. And
Okay.
singing voice now. Sorry, it's just coming in. Yeah, up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, everybody, to interrupt, but we want to hear Kenny's beautiful
Yeah.
speaking
How's
and singing voice.
Hey, how's that? Is that good? Healthy?
Let's try.
Hey, hey, hey.
It says more juice on the mic.
More?
Yeah, I think we're hearing it a bit differently than the live stream is.
Okay.
Sorry, Pete. Sorry, folks.
Check 1, 2, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What do you think of that, Rita?
Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, 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 oh, oh. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, da, 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 da. I was going to take a trombone mouth solo there, but I'm going to cut it because we went over time. So let's keep moving forward. What do you guys think of that, Stevie? Anyone Stevie lovers out there?
Me.
Yeah, you dig
Beautiful.
it?
That was so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Do we have another guest on hand? Let's bring out Cheryl. Cheryl, are you there? Do you want to chat now?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone, I want you to say hello to my good friend Cheryl Bombery.
Hello,
Right?
world.
Hey, Cheryl Bombery is a old friend of mine now, longtime friend from Six Nations.
Yes.
She's Cayuga, Turtle Clan. Yeah, do you want to tell us about you want to introduce yourself? Who am I to tell you people who you are? I got in
Well,
trouble before for speaking up about that too.
this is more about you, so I think we're going to focus on, when we first met.
You always put me on the spotlight. Thank you.
For the very first time I met Kenny, he was trying so hard to get into the traditional gathering that we were having regarding the Great Law of Peace. We were having a recital, and all the old ladies on the porch gave me the lips and told me I had to go and deal with him. So I had to go stop him from coming in because it was pretty much just for the local people. And it was all in our traditional language anyway. So they had considered inviting, I guess, outsiders to come in to join and learn and share. But at the last minute, they decided not to. So I had to kind of put a stop to Kenny walking into this traditional ceremony. And I went to talk to him. And of course, he's talking. And oh my God, I couldn't believe how much he already knew about the Great Law of Peace. So we're talking, and we just kept talking, and then he's saying that he plays saxophone and that he is helping with kids camp and on the reserve and teaching kids music. And so we ended up talking for like over an hour just in the driveway, and all the old ladies kept coming by looking at me like, I thought you're supposed to get rid of this guy. So
just so everybody knows, I have
determination.
never heard this side of the story.
Determination, though. And since then we've had so many experiences. He's spent so much time. He's such an amazing person and an ally. He is willing to help any way he can. I mean, bring food, and of course music. Music is medicine.
Yeah.
And it helps with your mood.
Yeah.
It helps to empower you. And just, this song, I put it on repeat and play it over and over again, and it focuses,
Yeah.
my energies. It's a great song and a super important message. And
Thank you
really
so much,
helps.
Cheryl.
Yeah, the music really helps to, uplift your mood. It helps to empower you. It is in this day and age, like, especially with this pandemic, at first, it's all about how you think of things, I guess, being thankful. What can you be thankful for the pandemic? Well, first of all, for me personally, it made me stop. I was going, thinking I need a
Yeah.
break, but I couldn't stop. Well, the pandemic changed that. So then I'm thinking, okay, on Facebook, there's so many issues that people started sharing, so many native Iroquois, Haudenosaunee, across Turtle Island. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to be great. This is a time for education. I get more time on Facebook and I'm going to spread the word. I'm going to create awareness. I'm going to build up, find people like Kenny
Yeah.
that are willing to work together. And I did. I found so many people. But
Yeah, well, it's
eventually,
amazing how many
it gets
connections you make.
overwhelming. And music, it helps to recenter and bring you out. It's heavy, but the music helps to lift you up. So, especially
Yeah,
that
that's
song is such an important message.
thanks. You helped me a lot with another song that's coming up on an album called The Peacemaker Rap, which is
All
based on the
right.
story of Ion Wata and the Peacemaker. And you and I have had hundreds of hours of conversations over the last few years, like, if not thousands, like everything from, I don't know, there's just so much that we've talked about. And with your interest and background in education and the Cayuga language, the Gayakono, understanding and helping me see how the language itself, is really important. If you're going to understand a way of sustainable living on an area, you should know the language of the people who have lived there like sustainably for thousands of years, because embedded in the language is a way of seeing where you are and what you're doing that is conscious, and what they like. They have the
Yes.
ganegahio, the good mind, you know and
Thank
so
you.
looking at those Thanksgiving address, the ohantu kariwategua and the ganohonyo, from the it's
Yes.
really important. It's for me as a language, as a music person, as a language person, that was my inroads. But I also understand not everyone has language as their thing. Some people are gardeners, so then learn about the indigenous gardening of the area that you live in. Or if your thing is beadwork or art or crafts, for me, I found the best thing is to build relationships with actual people. And sometimes that means you have to try to crash the Great Law of Peace recital. Who knew? I had a brochure. I had never seen I had an
Yes.
invite. I had a
Yes.
guy on the inside who said I was on the guest list. And then, of course, because I have, like, I'm forgetful, I forgot his name. So anyway, that was an amazing afternoon, though. And
Yeah.
I believe I was there with Sophia Perlman on that day, too. You met Sophia.
Yes, I've
So
spent a little bit of time with
that
Sophia.
was cool. And of course, your work also impressive with the, having been a music lover, like being a music lover, working with the Grand River Blues Society, and working with artists like Joshua Arden Miller. And if you stick
Yes.
around, so in the video, we got a little clip of his video in my video, and also Lacey Hill's video got into this clip we're going to watch at the end of the show. So
Nice.
yeah, look, it's been amazing to I think to have you on, and I think we should do it again. I think we should keep the conversation going. If anyone's got questions or thoughts or comments on this, add them to the chat, because I want to go through them later and find out what you guys in the audience are thinking about all these issues. Like at the same time that it's not that hard, I find, to make new connections and have exciting relationships based on music or common themes like food or recreation or lacrosse, or we have all these common things woven into the fabric of Canada. That's really important to recognize that and celebrate, but also to really stand up and take some action, because I mean, there's not good decisions being made in politics, and there's
Right.
so we look at the situation at Landback Lane. That's happening, where like Six Nations community is the only municipality in all of Canada that's not growing, is not allowed to grow,
There are
and is actually
so
being
many
encroached upon.
issues.
So
Yes.
that that kind of that's how is that a Turo Wampum treaty agreement? Like, that's not an obeyance of it. So I feel pretty strongly
Right.
about that, and it doesn't need to be so, like, I don't see why people have to be aggressive. I see Jenna's, you're flicked back on. Should we move
Well,
along? Should I play
we
another
have a
tune?
question from the chat.
Oh, great, come on in.
And Amanda Amon says, Kenny, what were the main influences that led you to become an ally?
Oh, when I was 10, I left Zambia, and my childhood friends were there. And we were there for a 3-year period, and I didn't know that we were only going to be staying for 3 years. So I got really, close with the friends. And then when we left, I realized I wasn't going back to Zambia. And my dad said, and mom said to me, those your friends who lived in that village, you saw how the families were, like they were extended families. There's lots of aunties, lots of uncles, and if you do if you do, there's a lot of people looking out for you, and there's a lot of resources. If you do well, you'll get a lot of praise, and if you don't do well, you'll get like a lot of guidance, right? But he said, the way that everyone there calls each other brother and sister. And this was the 70s, of course. So my dad was the kind of guy who would say, "Hey brother, how's it going?" to me even. So very, very kind of that way. And yeah, so he said, that's like your family you've left behind. Like they feel it like that. And they'll, it's important to realize that our families, the concept that our family is not just our nuclear family that's inside our four walls, right? And it's, it has to extend, right?
We are all
richer.
Earthlings.
What's that?
We are all Earthlings.
Yeah, so there's a lot to be learned and a lot we could do to work out reconciliation together for sure. So yeah, try to do the celebration, the music, the laughter to keep resilience going. And just that's why you enjoy, life with is that kind of connection.
Kenny's put in a lot of work. I mean, pulling weeds and, digging in the dirt, helping, we put him through some tests. I mean, he had to play his saxophone one night in the underground parking area just to catch a ride home.
That's right. Yeah. Working the streets of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Playing never mind. I think we should move on. I'm going to play another tune. Talking about dads. I got my guitar here.
Peacemaker rap?
Well, so my dad passed away last September.
Yeah.
And that kind of inspired this tune to come back and me to work on it, because I wrote it actually on his 80th birthday as a birthday tune to him. The song's called Spirit You, and it's just kind of a connection song, really a love song about the amazing bond and connection that we had as a father son, and some of the best memories I have it, and kind of just to talk about the faith in a way, because he was a minister, trying to like find out the way that he thought about faith and love and hope, and the way I saw the world was pretty interesting in our relationship. So but he was always very encouraging of my music, as I was lucky to have a whole family that was. So yeah, so this one's for you, Jim. How's the volume, guys? This is the first time I'm playing guitar, so you gotta let me know
It might be a little hot, the guitar, I think. Now. Yeah. Can you just talk and play it for
How's
a second?
that? Is it better now?
Sounds good to me. I'll keep an eye on the chat.
Oh, can you sound check for me, people in the chat now? Can you sound check me for me in the chat now? Is it too loud? Is it too high? Is it too wide? Is it too long? Take a ride. Yeah? It's good?
I'm not seeing anything, but I'm going to say just slightly lower on the guitar again, and then you're good to go.
Okay. It's been so long that I've known you, right from the start of my life, no meu coração. You held me close in your arms, close in your arms, and told me stories in the night. Wherever you were, wherever you are, our lives are together, the universe, the stars shining in your eyes. Sorry, Tim, I'll have to take another lesson. Reflecting in my heart, the dream you've always had for me. and wisdom starts. Open wide my eyes, my heart. Balance now your rising, the mother spirit say. So many questions I have, you patiently explain. The who and where and when and why, you tell me answers to help me fly, connecting me to life on earth. Help me feel the joy, the birth of family love and worldly truths. So real, the magic of spirit you.
Ooh,
Okay,
Kenny.
that felt pretty good, except for that awful hack in the middle where all of a sudden I just started butchering that chord like I went manic.
No,
I
it
was
was so
apologizing to my friend
beautiful.
Tim, who gave me some guitar lessons. But anyway,
It was
uh,
natural and beautiful.
yeah, guitar is a
Yeah,
later instrument in my life, and I love learning it. And I'm not good at it, and that's why I like to play it, because it makes me better. So I
that's
think
nice.
that's a lesson I learned from a very wise guy before.
Hey, we have a
Mm.
question for you in the
Okay,
chat. You
yeah,
want to take it?
yeah, please.
Lorena KL says, "What was the most rewarding part of working on this album?"
Wow. Um, Personally, learning to trust intuition a bit more, really for me at 54, and it being my second major album, like the last one 22 years ago, is really a process of learning to let go of, and be able to collaborate with others. So in fact, yeah, a lot of the journeying I've done in the last 5 years has been about reaching out and expanding my comfort zone, and and trying to you know put myself or my own ego aside a bit more, and learn new things, and take an adventure. So yeah, take a wander in the woods of life, and heed the muse's call. I have another song coming up in this series that's all about that, about using your own gifts to help others. But yeah, I think it's been learning to collaborate with others, and in doing so, I'm less stressed in my life because I'm part of a team, and you build relationships where you can trust the people around you to tell you what you need to know, and to guide you towards other people, like other spiders on the same web, or other similar spiders spinning similar webs. You know, it's a tangled web that we weave. So it's really nice to have that question from you. Sorry.
Nice.
um it's yeah, that's been a big part of it, is letting go of the need to control, like, every chord, every note, every lyric, not to overthink things. And yeah, so I was used to be worried more about making mistakes, and I don't really care so much about making mistakes now, because I just kind of laugh at them like I'm learning something. We learn something every time we make a mistake, which is also the same attitude that allows me to go into other fields of study, like going into Six Nations territory and meeting awesome, beautiful people that for no good reason are, like, being targeted, right? So yeah, thanks for that question.
Um, Kenny,
Any
did you
others?
want to discuss the Hamilton Community Legal Clinic briefly?
Yeah, we could. We were hoping to perhaps have another friend of mine join in, but wasn't. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to make it in. But his name is Longfeather, and he's featured in the video coming up. It's we should probably watch that video now, because time's running out, eh? It's what do you think, Jenna?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's jump to that, because
I'm sure after that, folks would love to hear another song before
yeah,
we close
why don't we
out.
just jump to that video since we had it lined up? This is
Okay.
done by, and then yeah, for sure I'll stick around and thanks for being patient. I know we're going a bit over time, but this is Jen and I, my first time working together on this. So the video is by Carlos Coronado, and he and I collaborated on a bunch of ideas, you know, and let's just go ahead and watch it, and hope you dig it.
All right. Please stand by, everybody. Here we go. Oops.
I like the way you walk, and I like the way you talk, the way you make my dreams come true. I like the way you sing. Come on now, do your thing. Sing it to me that you love me too. I want to get along. Let's spend the day again. Into the stars we'll go and we'll shine. Do you remember us in the clear blue waters on the shores of Lake Huron last summer? Wasn't that such fun? Running for cover under a great oak tree, the thunder rushing into a sugar. Then you held me tight, baby. Let's turn the world around. And let's help it live again. All we need is precious time to share some goodwill. When we're walking on the beach, we'll talk about dreams to keep. Then we'll ride the rocky rolling tides, rushing in.
Oh, powerful stuff.
You dig it?
Powerful stuff. I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it so much. Oh, we got someone
Thanks.
saying loving the sax.
Oh yeah. Now there is a spot to mistake in this video. I might have a contest later, so I shouldn't say anything because you guys will know the answer then. But eventually people will figure out and tease me for the end of my life about. Thank you, Shayna May, for loving the sax. Randall Chung, you're awesome. Thanks for being here. That's amazing. Yeah, peace builder meditation. Nyawa Goa. That's awesome. Rita, thank you. Lisa, oh, look at you guys are amazing. Oh, Rita's an amazing singer out in based in out you know, Belleville way. What do you call Belleville? The Las Vegas of the North, I believe, is what they call it out there. Isn't that right, Amanda? Daniel Howlett, thanks for coming in. Nora, hey, great to see you. Ken Chaplin, Aaron, this is amazing. Oh, all you people. Mika Barnes, thank you, thank you. Lorena, thank you. Tim, Ken, you're oh amazing. You guys really good. Thanks for doing the sound check with me, guys. We're gonna learn something every month, And I might. People are telling me I should do a podcast because I like to talk so much. I don't know. Do you guys have
Yeah.
any idea about where you see this conversation about reconciliation going? Put your ideas in, or send me a message. Like, get in touch. And every month we're going to put out a song, and the next song is the Spirit You, the ballad I sang, and the bossa nova rather. And then June for Pride Month, there's a big some big possibilities there. The song is called "A Oneness Without Sides," with string arrangements by Andrew Downing, and it's going to feature Alana Bridgewater singing a verse and backgrounds on there as well. Yeah, looking forward to that. And Carly Howell out from Prince Edward County way, no, sorry, PEI, Prince Edward Island. She's playing bass and singing some backups on that too. And Carlos is doing an amazing video for that song too. So it's kind of a soul anthem that I hope will bring Pride Month to to a good celebration. Wow, this is great. No COVID blues here. Gary Kenny, great. I'm glad there's no COVID blues there. That's cool. Bell Vegas is the mainland. Yes, it is. Sorry, Rita. It surely is. Hey, Ted, right on. Thank you. Yeah, full of hope. That's the way to be. That's the way that's what floats my boat. Cassandra, great. Thank you very much. This is great. This is fun. I can see why people like to do this. So anyway, yeah, same time next month, I'll have a tune. And in the meantime, in between, if you want to do some chats or check out my website for the Peacemaker page, some links. In particular, if you have any groups you yourself are that you are want to share with me about, groups that are either human rights groups or environmental, for the water, for the air, for the land, whether they're national, international, or local. Let's just talk more about add that to our conversations. About what we're doing and what we can do, and just try to gain. My sense is gain a sense of your regional knowledge in the watershed, wherever you live on the planet. Try to make some connections to people who have lived there the longest and who know a thing or two. At this time, we're going almost to 10 minutes late in the last 2 minutes of overtime, with score is tied, and it's 4-on-4 on the ice. And there's the referee's been knocked out, and so it's just a free for all. We're gonna at this moment, I'm gonna invite Elaine Lee to come back and close our circle for this time. Yeah, people, put your hands together for Elaine Lee. Work is at Desnay Aboriginal Health Center in Hamilton. And thank you for keeping that fire and smudge burning for us this whole time. I'm really honored to know you, and we'll keep in touch. Yeah, thanks for closing up. And a big shout out, thank you to Cheryl Bombery. Can't wait to see you guys again when it's all safe.
So I want to bring our hearts and minds together one more time this evening, and thank the Creator for giving us the gift of this friendship, and Kenny, his creativity and his music. Thank you all for being here. Kajimikwach Kajimindo, Kajimikwach Mishomsag, Wabanong, Jawanong, Epagishmak Ninwaki Wednong. Kajimikwach Kajimindo, Waba Mishnain, Wiji Ishnain, Nundo Ishnain. Miigwech, 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 miigwech. And in the Ojibwe language, I was told to thank our Creator, to thank all of our ancestors from all parts of the world, all four directions. And I ask that He loves us, hears us, sees us, and He's with us, not just now, but in our hearts and minds always. Kuchimikwach.
Hey, nahao, chimigwach, thank you. Nyamagoa. All right, hi. And so, merci bien pour ça. Ça ferme le session formale de cet spectacle. Mais si tu veux, je peux chanter une autre chanson. Et quelle chanson? Écris ça dans le chat, oui? Thanks, anybody. That sort of closes the formal part of the hour, because I know some people like to leave like right on the hour, and unfortunately my time is elastic for me, so I didn't want to hold anybody who felt they wanted to have closure before they left. And yeah, so we'll tighten up our time in the next session. But yeah, I'm here to play another tune. If you people want to hear something else, let me know what. I've been
Hey,
hacking
Kenny,
through.
I would love to hear the Peacemaker rap that you.
Oh, you want to hear that one?
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Rita in the chat also asking for the rap. So, woo. We got Rita asking for the rap too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we can do the rap.
And Julie Slater says, J'aimerais bien que tu chantes encore. Please sing again.
Merci, Julie. Ça fait une longtemps, bien sûr. Okay. Yeah, where did I put it? So that goes here. That goes here. All right. Okay. So guys, sing them. So you want to sing your a line from your favorite tune right now, Jenna, while I find my track here?
Oh la la.
Ooh la la, put on the spotlight. Cheryl, you got a song for us?
You know what we could do is, why don't I very quickly just show you this awesome website? I think this is so cool.
Those are some great little songs.
This is
Oh yeah, there's our treaty map there.
the
Thanks,
native
Jenna.
land website that I thought was super cool.
You know, want to know? Yeah, find out more about the treaties in your area. There's
can
one
also
song I
look it
really
up.
like was a Mohawk song that I learned when I was down there. Gana hione, gana ha, gana hione, gana ha, gana hione, gana ha, gana hione, gana ha.
You know what that song is, Kenny?
Yeah, tell us.
Cheryl, do you want to tell them or should I?
It's the right time of year to be singing that song
Is
It
it
sure
wise?
for the seeds.
Yeah, it's the seeds. Gana. It's in the seeds. What's going on out in your area for growth right now? How's your crops? How's your land? How's what's going on where you
Trying
live?
really hard to hold off from planting yet.
Oh
We
yeah.
had snow last week.
Well, you were telling me
It
your
got
mother
so
told
nice. It
you.
was that everybody was ready to get out there and plant, and it's still too early.
Right. Well, that's the wisdom of the elders, right? You were telling me your mother was like, "No, don't plant before the
Mhm.
24th," right?
Yeah.
Right. And everyone's planting tons of stuff. Okay, well, let's go. Ghana.
Are we gonna wrap?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap. You got some dance moves ready? Guys, clear your
All
dance
right.
floor. This is going to be bring you into the weekend on Friday, April 30th. Hope you all got your taxes done, whatever. I haven't yet, but I'm going to work on it. Okay, let's see if I can remember how this all goes. Okay. I don't know how the drum volume's going to be. I'm going to put this down a bit. Okay, let's try this. Is that cool for volume? The Mohawk
Yeah.
The Mohawk the Onondaga too, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscaroras knew. These are the 6 nations that we rap in words. They became strong because they listened and they heard. The great peacemaker and Ianwatha too. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. Here we go now, breathe. In a good way so we can think. In a good way so we can walk. In a good way so we can talk. In a good way. Before the arrival of the Europeans, the Ngwe had to make a big decision. There was war and fighting a lot of the time. People were in trouble and were tired of the crimes. The Mohawk and the Onondaga too, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscaroras knew. These are the 6 nations that we rap in words. They became strong because they listened and they heard. The great peacemaker and Ianwatha too. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. Here we go now, breathe. In a good way so we can think, in a good way so we can walk, in a good way so we can talk, in a good way. The great law of peace is an oratory law. It takes many days to hear it all. There are 3 things to remember, hour by hour. It's righteousness, peace, and power. What? Righteousness, peace, and power. Say what? Righteousness, peace, and power. Let me hear it. Righteousness is fair between the people and the nations. Fly like the eagle, see that justice prevails. Peace means to keep a sound body and mind. It'll keep you sane and keep you fit, and peace is what you'll find. Power is the authority of laws and the customs. Dish with 1 spoon. You gotta know all the wampums. The Mohawk, the Onondaga too, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscaroras knew. These are the 6 nations that we rap in words. They became strong because they listened and they heard. The great peacemaker and Ianwatha too. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. Here we go now, breathe. In a good way so we can think. In a good way so we can talk. In a good way so we can walk. in a good way. The first 5 nations form a confederacy. Each nation sends the good spokesman to great council to meet. They make big decisions by consensus with peers. They listen really deep because they open their ears. They put down tobacco when they say their prayers. And with wisdom and truth, they face their fears. With thanks to Creator and Mother Earth too, and all of the ancestors watching over you. The Haudenosaunee have a government with chiefs. They are chosen for living their beliefs. They do their job as best as they can. The clan mothers who pick them know the mind of a good man. Each nation has a team, a tribal council. The chiefs listen carefully to all the people's needs to make good decisions for community, to keep families feeling safe, you know what I mean. The Mohawk and Oneida, the Onondaga too, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscarora's new. These are the 6 nations that we wrap in words. They became strong because they listened and they heard. The great peacemaker and Hiawatha too. The great law of peace of a good way to renew. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. Ever gonna breathe in a good way so we can think, in a good way so we can talk, in a good way so we can walk, in a good way. Representative democracy, a good mind thing, taught to the European settlers to bring a voice to their people. Everyone should have a say. Nyawa peacemaker, we can still make peace today. This is how the United States set up U.S. government, connecting our fates. Each state has a council that makes its own laws and also sends officials to the federal cause. The Haudenosaunee made every noya to give thanks to the earth. Yatini style huncha. You are my sustenance, you give me life each day. Nyawa songwaya disu, yo yanerle. Oh yeah, the Mohawk, Oneida, the Onondaga too, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscarora's new. These are the 6 nations that we wrap in words. They became strong because they listened and they heard. The great peacemaker and Hiawatha too. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. Here we go, the Mohawk, Oneida, the Onondaga too, Cayuga, Seneca, and Tuscarora's new. These are the 6 nations that we wrap in words. They became strong because they listened and they heard. The great peacemaker and Hiawatha too. The great law of peace is a good way to renew. A good way to renew. Good way to renew. Good way to renew. Good way to renew. Yeah, yeah. Okay, how's that for an improv?
Woo!
Yeah. Dig it?
Everybody clap at home. Woo, Kenny. If anybody would like to purchase or listen to Let's Turn the World Around, I posted the Bandcamp link just a couple of seconds ago. It's pay what you can to listen and stream. So please do click and support the project. You can also follow Kenny on Facebook, on the Facebook artist page that he has here that we're going live from. So if you're not already, please like the page. And you can also follow him on Bandcamp because everything that he posts for the entire album release will be on Bandcamp. Woohoo!
Thank you so much, Jenna. That's a great run through. Thanks for liking the video. Arlen, great to see you. Cassandra, awesome. Oh yeah, I went through these ones. Gary, Rita, Ted, Keo, Kim, awesome. High school buddy. Oh my God, that's awesome. Thanks for making it. We're working out the bugs today, but I want to keep doing this all year, and it's going to be fantastique, n'est-ce pas? Okay. In Mohawk, one word they say for like "let's go" with like, you know, an urgent thing is "yo yanrele," yo yanrele. So did I say that right, Cheryl? You're grimacing
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
You're grimacing at my accent.
That's Mohawk.
And how would we say it in Gayakono?
That's not dry hair.
That's not dry hair.
That's not dry hair.
That's not dry hair. That's awesome. It's been a pleasure, guys. I don't want to take everyone's Friday night away, so let's just keep doing this, you guys. Michael Herring, thanks for making it. Aaron, thanks. Yeah, clapping. This is so awesome, guys. What happens now, Jenna? Like, what's the protocols? Do you have to cut? Does Facebook cut us off?
No, I mean, you could go forever if you want.
Oh, really? You could just keep going? Are we doing a
Don't
24
tell him
hour?
that.
You got 29 people watching though, so
Wow, I don't know.
if you want to conclude or play us
No,
out.
well, we closed it with Elaine, so I don't know. What do you guys out there got anything you got wanting? I don't know if I have another tune prepared.
Well, we could keep them on the edge of their seats for next month, you know, when you
Let's
come
do that.
back.
If you guys have certain things you want to hear, you know, yeah, let me know. And yeah, just stay connected. I'm going to be posting some of the old music up on the website. And a big round of applause for Jenna, for Cheryl, for Elaine. And guys, we'll see you all soon. Okay. Thanks very much. Amapi and Gowabman. There is no goodbye. We'll see you until the next time we see you. Okay. Au revoir. And yeah, blessings on everyone. Let's be kind to each other. Peace.
See you next time.
Nagawahai.